Alright, so this is the Midway NBA check-in. We'll start with the West. Top tier teams, the Warriors, Avi. Steph hasn't been shooting like Steph. They got 2 or 3 guys playing at all times that I bet right now you can't name. And their second best player just came back. He's back! And they're in first place. I'd be pissed. Phoenix is right there with the Warriors. They got the same record. Do they got the same record? They got the same record. They both got 30 wins. CP3 last year became a vegan and lasted all the way through the playoffs for the first time in his entire career. The first time. They didn't have to face the real Warriors. They didn't really have to face the real Clippers. Last year was their year. If they were gonna do it, they got lightning in a bottle. I don't see lightning striking twice. Utah Jazz. You're boring. Convince me that the Utah Jazz matter. I'll wait. The Grizzlies, on the other hand, matter. Ja Morant matters. Forget making the leap to all-star. Fuck a leap. He somersaulted. What's leap synonyms? He vaulted. He's into all NBA territory. If he doesn't make first team all NBA, he's gonna make first team all highlights. Now the game goes by, he doesn't do something crazy. That two-handed, two-legged block off the backboard was bananas.
With the deflection against Bane. Oh, Morant! Ever see? Yeah, Bane's the initial defender.
Middle of the pack teams, we'll start with Denver. The reigning MVP Jokic, he's MVPing still. He's putting up the same, even better numbers. He's by himself. He got no Jamal Murray. He got no Michael Porter. Ask LeBron how hard it is. Ooh, I just knocked my whole shit off. Ask LeBron how hard it is to carry a team by himself. Jokic, also known as Markieff Morris as sloppy fat boy. Markieff called him with an elbow and the ribs. Kind of a douchebag move. And then turned his back and walked away like it was all good. Like I like Jokic is soft. Jokic is from Serbia and there's nothing soft in Serbia. So he ran up on him and just gah. That was months ago. I didn't even notice that Markieff Morris still hasn't played since that fight. So some tweet comes out. This is wild. Markieff Morris has missed 30 straight games for the Heat since he got whiplash from his scuffle with Nikola Jokic. So then Keith responded, ain't shit wild about it. It's a real injury. Markieff Morris doesn't talk like that. I've never heard him speak. Imagine having a 300-pound sloppy fat boy run full speed and make direct contact with your spine. 1, it was funny. Sloppy fat boy is good. 2, Jokic already won MVP. I feel like he got his accolades. He lost the weight, so you can kind of make fun of him now. Don't look good for the Lakers. No AD. LeBron's playing the 5. He's had amazing games. He's averaging 30 plus, 7-7. He's going nuts. They're still under 500. I still think LeBron, AD in the playoffs, that's a tough out. But it don't look good. Clippers. I heard Kawhi might come back.
What it do, baby? Yeah.
Call me if Kawhi comes back. The T-Wolves are tricky. The T-Wolves are competitive every night. Karl Towns is soft. And Edwards is endlessly entertaining.
There have been very few in-game dunks that have looked like that.
They're one of those teams that's competitive every night, but irrelevant every night. Oh, the Blazers. Poor Blazers. Blow it up. Yeah, I don't want to see that anymore. It hasn't worked. It don't work. Speaking of Portland and not working, the Pelicans sent Zion to rehab in Portland. They just sent him away. Food in New Orleans is too good. Said Zion, go somewhere else, please.
Check that. They act like they ain't got no food in Portland.
Just like the West, the East looks eerily similar to how it looked in the beginning of the season. Except for one eternally frustrating team that we'll get to later. Top tier in the East, Bulls. The Bulls are the real deal. DeRozan, Levine, they fit. They play hard. The Bulls are good. They're still in first place. They're good. The Nets, though? KD is the best basketball player alive. I think that's hard to argue. Do you watch basketball?
He turns, he shoots, yes!
He's the best one. Full stop. End sentence. But still, he couldn't win it by himself last year. And he's still alone this year. James Harden. He's dealing with the longest lasting hamstring injury in the history of hamstrings. That shit took me 4 tries to say. Say that sentence 5 times fast, I dare you. He's still chubby. This is basketball. You can't have a baseline move and a waistline move. Your bowels can't get in the way of your fouls. I got so many more basketball fat jokes. Katie's out here calling for a pick and roll and Harden's thinking about a buttered roll. He's averaging a triple-double from Burger King every single day. The Heat is probably the team I'd least want to play. They're a problem. I feel like they're just relentless. They're not necessarily the most talented team. I just don't want to play the Heat. Jimmy Butler's annoying.
And he did. He blew him a kiss. He totally blew him a kiss.
Kyle Lowry's annoying.
Oh, Lowry flopped twice.
Tyler Hero's annoying.
I'm not sure you're snarling.
Now I don't think about it, the Heat are kind of annoying. But they good though. Middle of the pack, we'll start with the Sixers. I feel like halfway through the season, their season hasn't started yet. That makes no sense. I know, but it does. They're sitting on this Ben Simmons trade. They gotta move him. They gotta figure out what pieces they're gonna get back, who's gonna be there with Embiid. The team that they have now is not the team that's gonna be playing in the playoffs. Last year's 2 come-up teams though are not doing so well this year. The Hawks. And it's still fuck Trae Young around here.
Yo, you thought Trae Young was still good? He still ain't good at Dyke, man.
And the other team from last year, who's had a precipitous fall from grace. My bum-ass New York Knicks.
New York is fucking back! Psych!
How we go from bing bong to bum ass? That shit is sad. We signed our all NBA forward to $100 million contract. 100. And now Julius Randle wants to thumb down the Garden. The Garden? As fans, we got two things we can do. We can cheer you when you ball, or we can boo you when you fall. And he's falling. If you want this,
Alley-oop to top it! Yeah! And it's bedlam here at the Garden.
then you gotta be able to hold this. Forget his stats being down, all of them across the board, because shooting percentages tend to fluctuate. But effort, defense, intensity, you're playing like trash. The team is below 500, and you're gonna get mad when we boo? Huh? I'm not even mad. Thank you. You just made it so much easier to figure out how to take that money right back. Oh, first trade, Julius Randle, check, take him. Get him out of here. Betting is finally legal in New York City. Yeah. I could wake up, put bets on my phone. I don't have to drive into Jersey. I could be a degenerate in the peace and safety of my own home. So we had a weekend. I went to my gambling guru.
I want to win, put Booby in.
You want to win? Put Buka in. So he gave me 3. We took the Steelers under 41 against the bum-ass Ravens. We took the Redskins -6 against the bum-ass Giants. And then we took the Niners plus 3.5. That came out to plus 575 odds. The first 2 were morning games. Bang, bang, they hit. So now we're just waiting on the last one. The game is crazy. San Francisco's down 17 points at halftime. Yeah, it's over. I'm barely watching the game. Down on my phone. I'm barely listening, but I hear the announcer go, Sean McVay, the coach of the Rams, have never lost a game. 45-0 when leading at the half.
Interesting.
In the words of Michael Scott,
I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
whenever you say, oh, he's 14 for his last 14 completions or 50 for his last 50 from the line, he's gonna miss. So when they said he's undefeated, never lost,
I'm undefeated, never lost.
I got some hope. They come all the way back. It comes down to the last drive. They got to go 90 yards in 9 seconds.
The 49ers have life.
They had no timeouts. It was impossible. First play, bang, completion.
Pass is caught. Ayuk.
Next play, bang, huge play, completion.
Garoppolo for Samuel. He's got it.
Then boom, touchdown.
Pass is caught. Jennings touchdown. 49ers.
It was a good weekend. Oh, for my people in the DMV, especially Virginia, I know you know the Fairfax Sportsplex. I didn't know it was closing. You know how many times I was in there playing soccer? None. I don't play no soccer. But you know how many times I was in there watching my brother play soccer? It used to be open late. It was cheap. That place was the shit. Well, anyways, if you want to help and you don't want to see it close, go to SaveTheSportsplex.com. Sign the petition, donate, spread the hashtag SaveTheSportsplex, whatever you want to do. If you don't want to donate, just comment. Nah, matter of fact, donate with your cheap ass. Save the Sportsplex.